everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve, and in this episode we are going to take a look at this little guy. Can you see it down here? This is the Sub250 NanoFly20 HD with the DJI O4 light system in it. So this tiny screamer of a whoop runs on a 2S battery, and when I say screamer, that's because when it's moving, it's a screaming. Now, since it has the brand new DJI O4 light camera system in it, well, you fly it with your DJI digital goggles. And my little guy has an ELRS receiver in it, so that means you can fly it with any ELRS radio. So I have the Radiomaster ELRS Boxer Crush over here that I flew it with. But if you come from the DJI world, you can indeed fly it with the DJI FPV Remote 2 or 3. Now this video almost did not get made because we've been having terrible weather here. We have a polar vortex, so it's extremely cold here, and then we received 2 massive dumps of snow, and I've been spending the last few days using my snowblower trying to remove all the snow from my driveway. And speaking of the cold weather and all the snow, check out my face in this picture. This is my face with all the ice hanging off my mustache and beard. But enough about complaining about the weather, because I do that in pretty much every video when I'm out freezing my rear end off. So the first thing to tell you about this guy is I have a full review of the Walksnail version up here, and I'll put a link to it below. So if you have Walksnail goggles, go and check out that video, and maybe that's the version you want to get. Now, if you have analog FPV goggles or you have HDzero FPV goggles, they do make this with analog and HDzero cameras, and they are much less expensive than the Walksnail and the DJI O4 versions. The last thing I'll say about this before I get into the specs is that it's extremely popular. They sell a ton of these, and that's why you can buy them in every version imaginable, and you can get these with different receivers. So let's get into the specs. First off, this little guy is under 250 grams. Second, as I've mentioned several times in this video, the only reason it exists now, and I've reviewed this version, is because it has the DJI O4 light camera and video transmission system in it. So what does that mean? That means now you can record at 4K 60 frames per second out of this tiny little camera. And it doesn't matter if you're flipping and flopping this guy around the air, because it does have rock steady image stabilization built in. You could turn it on and off, or you could turn it off and use gyro flow. Since it is the DJI O4 light system, it does have onboard memory, and quite a lot of memory. I'll put on the screen how much memory it has. There is no micro SD card in here, so you have to save all your videos to the onboard memory. This tiny little antenna at the rear will give you almost 10 kilometers of range if you're way up in the sky, but you'll never get that because the battery you're going to use will never let you fly 10 kilometers out and back. So yes, that's overkill, but you know, it's a good selling feature. And speaking of the battery, I did use for this review the recommended battery, which is a 530 milliamp hour 2S LiPo battery. Sub250 sells these on their website for under $10, I believe, and you can also buy batteries similar right off Amazon. So you can use pretty much any 2S battery as long as you have an XT connector on one end, and I wouldn't go too large, like I wouldn't go over like a 900. That would probably be the max size I'd use. And if you're wondering, with the recommended battery of a 530, I was getting 5 minutes of flight time. Now, as mentioned, you can buy this with the DJI O4 camera system, the Walksnail camera system, the HDzero camera system, or the analog camera system. And for receivers, for all of those, you can get it with ELRS or Crossfire, or if you want to use your DJI remote, well, then get the DJI plug-and-play receiver. Flight controller in here is the Red Fox A2 at 12 amps. Brushless motors are 1002s. The propellers are 3-bladed 2-inch HQ props. And finally, the build quality of this is amazing because it's all carbon fiber. The only thing that's plastic or 3D printed, or no, that's plastic, is the canopy on top, but it's 1.5 mil carbon fiber. So very strong. So the next thing I want to show you is my indoor flight, then my outdoor flight where everything went wrong, and then I'm going to show you an unboxing. So check all that out, then come back to me and I'll tell you my positives and negatives of this little guy. Now it's the indoor flight. I have to tell you the following though. I've already taken this outdoors for a flight and it is fast. It is so fast. So in order to slow it down indoors to fly around on here, what I've done is I've taken the camera up front and I've pushed it down so it's not facing upwards like you would do when you're flying an acro, so it goes like this really fast. I have it facing pretty much directly forward, and I think what's going to happen is you might see the props in the frame. I'm not really sure, but we'll try it out here. So this little guy does have an ELRS receiver in it, so I'm going to use my Radiomaster Crush, which also has an ELRS transmitter, so they bind together nicely. And since I have the DJI O4 camera system, well, I have to use digital goggles, so I'm using the DJI Goggles 3. And for a battery, I'm just using a 2-cell 530 milliamp hour LiPo battery. Okay, so I'm going to plug it in. There we go. She's powered on. It gets hot really fast. I'm going to put it over on this table over here. So I'm going to take off from over here and I'm going to shoot straight that way. Now, as I mentioned, you're going to see the outdoor flight. It's extremely fast. Hopefully indoors I can control it. So I am going to give it my best try. Here we go. Whoa, it makes a lot of noise already. It's ready to go. I'm going to fly as slow as I possibly can. Going slow. Now that I have the camera pointed forward, I believe it's a bit more controllable for flying indoors at slower speeds. You can see I'm making it through the gates, no problem. I'm starting to get used to it. I'm going to go over the gates here for a second. Let me just go up a bit. This camera on here, the DJI O4 Air or Light, whatever you want to call it, it's a camera you really have to get used to because what you see, the image coming out into your goggles is actually zoomed in. So you might think you're past an object or through an object, but you're really not. So I have to be very careful going around things and over things and through things. So, all right, let's go back through the gates a few more times and then we're done. So what I've done on here is I set the timer for 4 minutes just to see if I can get 4 minutes out of this baby. Already we're past a minute of flight and I want to see how long a 2-cell battery lasts on this little thing. So I'm just going to fly it over the gates, maybe through them every now and then. But I'm just trying to keep on flying and see what my battery voltage is at. So if I show you my FPV goggle screen, you can see I'm at 7.4 volts down in the bottom right. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on.
2 minutes.
Now I'm not going to show you this whole flight in one big long video because it'll take too long. So as you've probably noticed already, I've chopped up the video. We're jumping ahead in the video. Because I don't want to keep you here for like 5 minutes of flying, but we'll see how it does. You're going to see my outdoor flight, this thing really boogies. I did have a problem flying outdoors, I'll tell you now, even though you'll see it in the flight. The video did not record because it was so cold outside that the video just froze up. It didn't even record. The DJI O4 system does suffer from the cold, so no matter what you're using, you know, certain things will freeze up in the cold and they might not function. In warm weather, it's perfectly fine. I'm sure DJI will fix that as time goes on. So looking at the voltage right now, I'm at 7.2 volts. So it's still good. I don't see a low battery warning. I don't see any sort of warning on the screen, nothing.
25.
So there's my countdown to 4 minutes.
21, 20, 19.
And there we go. So I landed it just after 4 minutes. I didn't want to go beyond 4 minutes because I really didn't know how well the batteries would perform, but the battery was doing quite well. So after 4 minutes, I was at 7.1 volts at the 2S battery. So that means I could have flew for a bit longer. So with a 500 milliamp, 530 milliamp hour battery, you're easily getting over 4 minutes of flight time, probably closer to 5. Now, as mentioned in the video, I do want to show you my outdoor footage. Now, when I went outdoors, it was so cold that it froze up the little camera system inside. It didn't record any video inside. So I'm going to show you all the video coming out of my goggles when I take it for a flight, but it really boogies. So check this out. It is time for the outdoor flight, and of course the weather is not cooperating. It's super cold and we're about to have a massive snowstorm. So just before the snowstorm, we have this polar vortex coming in. Look at the temperature. That's the temperature right now. I don't think I'm taking my gloves off for this flight, which is very rare. Anyways, I do have the NanoFly20 sitting on the dash of my Jeep and it's getting toasty warm. In my pockets, which you probably can't see, or maybe you can see it in this camera down here, I have the batteries to keep them warm because they're just going to freeze out here. I'm going to get a very short flight time. So since I'm going to fly with my gloves on, I'm not going to fly very far, crazy, or fast. I see a lot of buses over there, which I don't understand why, so maybe I'll go check them out. So for this flight, I'm going to use a 550 milliamp hour LiPo battery. I don't think the flight time is going to be too long because it's going to freeze up out here. All right, let's connect the battery, get this baby going. She is connected. We'll take off over here, right there. Hat off, glasses off, gloves are not coming off, it's much too cold. Goggles on, I see the back of my head. Where's my radio? why is everything? I can't fly with gloves, I can't even feel anything. What am I in here? Okay, let's try to find acro mode. I can't figure out the switches here.
Flight mode acro.
Okay, here we go with gloves on.
And
Oh my God, it's so smooth. Oh, it's such a smooth flying quad. Except I'm going crazy fast with my gloves on. I just can't feel the joysticks when I put the gloves on. That's the funny thing. All right, let's go back. Let's go through here. Whoa, miss all the electrical wires. Come on back this way, miss the car. Zoom this way, miss my Jeep. And whoa, this thing is fast. It's insanely fast. This is way super fast. More fast than I recall this thing. Okay, this is for somebody who wants to have a really fast ripper outside that runs on 2S with a digital camera. Let's come on back over to me. This thing's a ripper! Holy cow! I'm trying to slow it down, but she just wants to keep going. Holy cowabunga! I don't usually use such language, but I have to in this case because it is a ripper. It's so fast. It's like my battery is almost dying. There's all the buses I was talking about. Got double decker over here. We got some single buses. No, look at that. And then some on the other side.
telemetry lost.
There we go. And then come on back this way.
Telemetry recovered.
There we go. Woohoo, going through those buses killed my telemetry. There's another bus coming. All right, let's get away from that. I'm gonna stay close to me because if I lose this, it's so tiny, I can't find it in the snow.
3 minutes.
Whoa, it's so crazy to fly with gloves on. Oh, my agility is almost non-existent. Let's go. Oh, my nose is freezing up now. I know you probably listened to me complaining. Okay, where's the voltage on here? I can't even see the voltage. Here, let's see what else it can do. Nice slow spin there. Let's try the other way. A little faster. Let's go over this way. Ew. This thing here is really good. Holy cow. Okay, let's stay over here. Come on back this way. There's a little mini dump truck. And here I am over here. Okay, look at these snowbanks. What's behind the snowbanks? Some big scary monster. It's called me. Let's go over here and see if I can land it. There we go. Now I know I flew the previous version of this before the DJI 04, but I just could not recall that it was such a ripper. This thing is so fast. It just moves. In the summertime it's going to be fun, but in the wintertime, for me it's not that much fun because my hands are too frozen to fly it really fast through tiny objects. Anyways, I'm going back indoors. Here we have the box the NanoFly20 arrives in. Looking at the side of the box, you can see the specifications of the drone I used in this review video. Opening the box, you'll find the NanoFly and accessories. The NanoFly arrives fully assembled with the props already installed. The only thing you have to install is the battery holder shown here. If you put that on, then you can slide a battery into it. You also receive one additional set of props, as well as some tools and spare screws, spare antenna, spare grommets, spare cable. You also receive a diagram of the flight controller, as well as a quick start guide, and of course, a sheet of stickers. Sub250 also sells the canopy in different colors, as well as extra parts, all in one bag. Total weight of the NanoFly20 is only 42 grams. Alright, so you're back to me and you want to know my positives and negatives. Well, the positives would be it's extremely fast. If you get this, there is no way you will not have a smile on your face. When you fly this, it is so fast, it's going to make you giggle like a little schoolgirl because it is so much fun to fly this thing. The other positive is that I'm just surprised it comes with so many different camera variations. So no matter who's watching this video right now, there's probably a camera out there in this thing that is perfect for the gear you already own. And surprisingly, surprisingly, it's not very noisy. It's rather quiet. You know, it doesn't weigh very much, so obviously it's going to be quiet, but it's a little bit more quiet than I expected. Now, the only negative I have, and I did not have this negative with the previous version of this because I reviewed the Walksnail version, but on this version, for some reason when I received it, the company did not tighten all the screws for the motor. So every motor has 3 screws at the bottom. And I noticed when I was playing with the props that the motors were loose. So I had to tighten the screws. So if you buy this, double check the screws holding your motors on. Because if you go fly, the screws will fall out and eventually your motor will fall out. And if I show you here, I've already lost 1 screw because the screw fell out. So right there, that top motor, it should have 3 screws and now I only have 2 screws. But the great thing is, I think the company knew that because in the kit, when you buy this, you get spare screws, and the spare screws are exactly for the motors. So then maybe they're used to these screws falling out. I have no idea. So that's a perfectly fixable negative. So as soon as you fix it, it's no longer a negative, it's a positive. And I only mention it here so that if you buy this, you don't write to me about a week later and say, hey, my motors went flying off. So with all that said, if you have questions on this little baby, post your questions below and I'll get back to you with the answer. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to know where to buy it, well, I am going to put links below to every single version of this beast, and you can pick the one you want. Remember, I have to repeat this, if you are in the DJI world and you want to fly with this remote and these goggles, well then look below all this stuff. You see what I put there? That's everything that is compatible with the drone. So everything shown below by DJI is compatible with this. If you have that gear will work with this little guy. Just make sure when you buy this little guy, you buy the receiver that says DJI plug and play. Sometimes they leave out the words DJI and they just write PNP. Buy the PNP version and it will work with this. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you at a future video coming up not too long from now. Till then, I say bye.